Yeah. Smoke right to the fire, 7th Street back. Knowledge is always a piece to the gods. Facts, facts. Jump in the one, self looking back, still flipping no mind. How much money, yo, feeling bad. Add triple zeros, we all slack. Kick it back, blowing racks, coming back, flip, hit that, come hit back, ace coming back, dangerous in the game, but one way to spin bank. Slow ride to the 7th Street back, knowledge is always a piece to the gods.
I'm not even sure if I'm looking at the camera right now. I should be, but you could very well be like over there.
Our next guest is creating content in NBA 2K and taking on fun challenges through that content. Zach, welcome to 2K TV.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. This is gonna be fun.
We first got to know you at Community Day. We did some interviews with you, but this is the first time you're on 2K TV, one-on-one, doing an interview like this. So tell us about yourself and your content.
My name's Zach 2K.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Demon, Nicholas Claxton out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hornets, we've got Knipple. G is out there with Brandon Miller. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Salon in at the power forward. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both.
Oh, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Demon, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's G. Gobert dishes to G. Charlotte moving it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Knipple. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Gilliam, rebounded by the Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
Such a wide open look. Demon's got 5 now.
The playmaking skills of White continue to get better and better. Great kick-out pass there.
And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. The most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has had.
An efficient scorer, Kobe White, effective with or great without the ball in his hand.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
When White is in rhythm, he is a good all-around scorer and can carry the offense in stretches.
Yeah, easy call.
The Hornets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First one falls for him. And G drops them both. Here's Demon. He has 5. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First personal foul. Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Shooting for Brooklyn. The first one falls. Demon. 2 shots. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hornets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's G, and it's G finishing it off. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's to Demon. Good D by Miller. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against Milwaukee.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there. I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Outside Porter. Here's Demon. A 20-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he's off to an impressive start. Always nice to get 3 of your first 4 to drop.
And the rejection by Claxton. Kuzma passes to White. Here's Claxton. Oh, Kuzma's in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. The group substitution here for Brooklyn. Hornets trail by 10. All out there with G. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Salon in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Net shooting inefficient, 53% from the field. And good that time. Traore's got his first bucket in this one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's rebounded by Salon. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against Oklahoma City. Oh, wow!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Powell outside. The Nets working the ball around now. He takes it in. Traore gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
G, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
The putback, great positioning on the putback. Baldwin's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
He just looks off this quarter. It looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Here's Traore. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Saraf got his third basket of the night right there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Traore can't hit.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with happy moves. Can the numbers back up what the eye sees? He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
One thing you hear players talking about after they've been in the league for a while, Richard, they say the game slows down. When did that happen for you?
For me, it was probably my third year. The end of my third year, the game started to slow down a little bit for me. I went from 9 points to 15 to 18. The game really slowed down in that third year.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hi, guys. Well, G in their last game against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He contributed 31 points. Add in his passing and his defense, he had a major influence on the game. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Out to Kuzma. Misses off the right iron. Claxton the pass to Kuzma. Here's Demon. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
To the middle. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
White finds Porter. Off target with his 3. Hornets trail by 11. Here's G. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Outside Porter. This one for 3. And that does it for the first half of play. Nets lead by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just in.
38.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. Demon's out there with Kobe White. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Porter. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, man in the middle. That cuts the lead to single digits. Miller's got the first bucket of the third here for the Hornets.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Porter double team. Over to the wing. Nets passing it around. Here's Kuzma, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be a Rudy Gobert.
And this happens when Kuzma is aggressive. When he's looking to score, he makes the D react.
Charlotte making a switch here. Just checked in. Miller against White. The 10-foot. The rebound by Demon.
Another rebound hauled in, and they're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Hornets trail by 9. On the wing, Miller. Has to G. Inside, Lynch, and he jams it with authority.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie the force courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And the Hornets call time here. Here's Kuzma. No good on that one. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets out in front.
16.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Brandon Miller. He's out there with G. Aldrin out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Zawan in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Miller against Mitchell. It's the Demon. Here's Kuzma, and it's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Here's Demon. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zawan's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And looking at the Boston matchup, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Right, the pass to Claxton. Yep, that one goes in there.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's G. Driving the lane, and he lays it straight in. G's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Outside White, over Thomas, and White the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game. Miller dishes to G, and G with the stop.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Pass to White. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Count that one.
And Thomas is a baller. Make no mistake. Someone that looks to score whenever he can.
Right the pass to Kuzma. The Hornets pull it in. Zawan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Miller inside. Covered by Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Zawan. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Demon. Brooklyn leading by 10. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him. Just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the field.
And the Hornets call time here. They're trailing by 12. 1:44 left in the game. It's now time to take a look at our player of the game.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. Pass to White with the shot. Gets an open look and hits. And the Nets lead by 14.
Confident stroke from White. Never a bad idea to set that guy up.
And G with the stuff.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Brooklyn.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And you can tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
That one misses.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Here's Demon. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Here's G, and it's blocked. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Brooklyn with the ball. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Here's Demon. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce.
So what are you looking to do when you're trying to make the worst build possible?
So when looking to make the worst build, I look at all the different heights in the game and see like, okay, when you put attributes here, like you're not able to get as many points. Like some positions and some heights get like more or less stats. Also, I try and find like the badge requirements and I go like one off. Like you gotta know like the animations to go like one off, and then your attribute points have to go somewhere. So you have to also find like for the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier on. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Jalen Wells. Sohan is out there with Edey. Then it's Morant. And for Charlotte, G is out there with Brandon Miller. Then it's Knipple. And it's Salon in at the 4. Hey, Stan, given that we're in the late portion of the season, what would you advise the playoff-bound teams?
Well, it's really simple, Kevin. Make sure you're healthy and playing your best basketball. Seriously, if you can accomplish both those things, you've got a shot at a deep run in the playoffs.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pass to Morant. The Hornets pull it in. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to specific matchups and style of play. Sometimes you have a difficulty with a team that shouldn't be on your level.
Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Tries again. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Pass to G. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at Memphis. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And the Hornets, they got to be the top pick to win the title. To be ranked #1 at this late stage of the season, it shows you they've got plenty left in the tank come postseason.
Wells finds Morant. It's blocked.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Miller surveying the floor. Pass to G. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. G's got his second basket of the night. And stolen by Miller. Banked in off the glass.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Nets. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he's the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact at both ends of the floor.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
To the inside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really, the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Down low. Here's Wells, and the dunk by Wells.
And any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Coming off that loss. Charlotte leading by 11. We've got Lynch. Miller is out there with G. And it's Kneppel. And it's Salon in a power forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi guys, well G in their last game against the Nets put on a show. He dropped 27 points and plus he nabbed a couple boards. For a star like him though, I'm sure it felt like just another day at the office. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And that one drops for him.
Yeah, it's so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter play. Shot clock at 6. Here's Knipple. Wide open shot is on the money.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Here's Edey. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, when Edey gets strong inside positioning like there, just let him go to work because he can overpower defense.
G passes to Lynch. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So, Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball?
I think there's two things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys because, look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that.
Jalen Wells checked in for the Grizzlies. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Morant. In the center of things, Morant.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's G. Pass to Lynch. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And the Hornets making a change here.
Zagorski.
Miller outside. Here's G. 6 to shoot. Back to Miller. A 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, Stan, there's a lot to like about the versatile game of Jeremy Sochan.
Well, look, Kevin, Jeremy Sochan is a guy that everybody's going to want. Jeremy Sochan can fit in anywhere. He's a great defender. He's got great toughness. He rebounds the ball, and he can pass and handle for a big guy. Who wouldn't want Jeremy Sochan?
2 minutes remaining in the 2 minutes.
And Miller with the block. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller.
Substitution on the board.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for Charlotte. Then for the Grizzlies, Sharon Jackson comes in for Edey. And it's Isaiah Joe in for John Morant.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And the rejection by Jackson. They retain possession. Pass to Salon. From downtown, scored the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Joe passes to Sochan. 1:06 left here in the second. Wells' shot is good.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Miller with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now, Joe. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And that one, good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's G. Out to Barrett. That 3 off the mark.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
The Grizzlies have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. So it's the Charlotte Hornets.
With the score, your Hornets 37, Memphis 31.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. G really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Here's G. Lays it up off the glass. G's got 9.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And stolen by Miller. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Charlotte, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Pass to Wells over Miller. Here's Edey. Morant with a wide open look. Cans it from downtown. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. It's good to see him being effective off the rim.
To the paint, pulls it up. It's sent back by Edey. Shots good by Miller.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He hits both from the strike. Charlotte leading by 4. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to G. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Salon. Fires the 3. Edey with the rebound. And it's Memphis on the break. Launches the 3. Knueppel with the rebound. Hornets shooting at 50% in a decent group. He gets it in there. He has 7.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Morant looking around. Edey finds Sohan. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. In the corner, Knueppel with it. Miller outside, inside. Count that bucket. And it's an 8-point Hornets lead.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the...
The Grizzlies trail by 8. We've got Ball. He's out there with G. And it's Knueppel in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, Morant just continuing to assert himself offensively.
To the middle. Here's G. And it's G finishing it off.
And there is no better
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Out left to the wing. Well, good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
That one good for 2. And the Hornets lead by 10.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Morant. Goodness.
You know why Morant makes those dunks look so easy? He's got a 44-inch vertical. That's unbelievable.
And G with the stuff.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a back seat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Morant outside. Foul in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
Wells is checked in for G.G. Jackson. Inside, here's Ball. And a missed layup.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Doesn't go for him. Here's G, guarded by Morant. To the right side. Knuckle wide open, and he fires. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists now in the game. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. It's a 10-point game. Driving inside. Great D that time from G. For Charlotte, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Ball with the bucket.
He's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
A 3 from Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Sohan. Now Knuckle. Charlotte moving the ball around. And that was good by G. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers. And it seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
It's time now to present our player of the game, G.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Morant outside. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Great. Now, teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
107 left in the fourth quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Charlotte.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And And we look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and counting in tonight will make it 58.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for G.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Well, Morant is so athletic, and he finds himself at the free throw line a lot.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. G kicks to Thomas. Pocket 6. From the high post. Off the left rim and out. Morant passes to Oubre. Oubre. They get it back. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Alan LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan.
Playing with my mind so I can hardly find anywhere be when you at anytime. Steady with the weight, small tips for the play.